work. Fine return to form, as I said, by him. 15-13, 103, and 9-8, 62.
It was a great bit of play on the part of Cloak that time, tapping the ball over the head too in that pack there when they went for you. What's this? Welsh smothered it well. Finally it comes out to Wood from Welsh, and the resultant goal. Centre bounce again. 41 points the difference in favour of the Tigers. There's Egan breaking through the pack. He spread-eagled them as he fires the ball up there towards Cloak again. Off the top of the hands of Perovic. The umpire says play on as he appeals for a free kick over to English. A good pass out to Klomp. Carlton need a goal here badly. They're going to come back into this game out towards Ashman and Rawlings. Kicked off the ground by Rawlings. It'll be a penalty free kick to Carlton out there on their half-forward line. It's about 75 metres around from their goal. They're trailing by 41 points at the moment. And the Tigers have swamped them all day today, except for about 10 minutes into that last quarter. Ball kicked up there towards the forward pocket position by Ashman. At the back is Landy flying high. Finally a hand pass to Ditchburn from Fitzpatrick. Picked up by Dunn. Out wide it goes to Wood, playing a great game today for the Tigers. A hand pass. Looking for Rawlings again. He's copped one from Hunter. Gets it clear. A good hand pass back to Wiley. And the Tigers get the ball out there towards their half-forward line, but it beats the pack. And the ball is out of bounds, about 75 metres around from the Richmond goal now. So it's 15-13, 103 Richmond to Carlton, 9-8, 62. Well, actually, it's back there towards the wing position. Knocked out by Jones, then again by Lee, intercepted by Welsh. A hand pass to Wiley. Back it goes to Landy again. Not to Kane, I should say. Down goes Wiley again. The umpire's found a free kick. It'll go to Klomp. Klomp with the ball in the centre wing position. Kicks the ball wide. They all missed that one. Coming into meet it is Martello. Doesn't take long to kick the ball, that big fellow, and the ball is finally forced out of bounds again. It's on Carlton's half-forward line at the moment. Still a good distance around from their goal. Just over 4 minutes gone. 103 Richmond to Carlton 62. Ball back into play again.
Fitzpatrick and Lee. Malin to Kenny Sheldon. In front is Ashman. Dunn, of course, is too tall and sees the ball safely over the boundary line. Well, if Carlton are to make inroads on this lead, they've got to start getting a few goals on the board very, very quickly. Dunn and Fitzpatrick. Malin again. Grab, we're not in possession. Should get a free kick. No. Waitman to Wiley. The two W's. Up the centre field. Mark Lee. Egan, who started on the bench, goes forward. Long kick up towards the goal square. Looking for Cloak. Perovic's there. Cloak almost one-handed. Claiming it. Bartlett. That actually hit the behind post, I thought. Now let me see what's happening here.
Well, it's out of bounds, but he was claiming that free kick. Mark Cloak, what do you reckon about that?
Rain's having a slight disagreement. Well, it did hit the behind post, definitely. No, it is out of bounds. After we've got that sorted out, and Rain's still having a disagreement with English. Not much happening insofar as damage. The boundary umpire waiting till Peter Cameron sorts it out. No numbers taken, that's the important thing. And English suffering a blood nose, but I think he got that earlier in the match. Rains might have given him the second one. And English wants to go on with it. Peter Cameron saying obviously cool it, or words to that effect.
I don't know if he got that one earlier in the match because it's still bleeding now, Pete. He would have bled to death.
Yeah, just might have livened it up a bit, Luke. Knocked down by English. Rains might have the last laugh. Well smothered. Austin's there. Richmond player grab, but not in possession. Free kick. Austin can't believe it. Bartlett applauds, and let's see who's getting up. It's Egan. Egan has the free kick.
He was grabbed, Pete. I don't know.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Luke.
He was grabbed okay. Whether it was hard enough, I don't know. Let's have a look at it.
Right there.
Well, he was grabbed. He didn't have the ball.
So Egan in the forward pocket has a chance to bring up his first goal of the afternoon. And one that I would suggest make the game safe for Richmond if he kicks it. Shocking kick. Carlton supporters applaud, so that means it's not a goal through just for one behind. 104 to 62, a difference of 42 points at VFL Park.
Just over, just on 7 minutes gone as the ball comes back into play again. Ball tapped down a big Mark Leo. He copped English that time. Harms gets a hand pass back, not a very good one. Rawlings again. He's played a great game too as it finally comes out there to Jones. Back to Wings again with his nose still bleeding. A short pass. It's okay and a good mark to Hunter. I think that's about 8 marks for the match so far. Played a very good game for Carlton today, Hunter. Punched away by Dunn. Back there towards Rawlings. Coming to meet it is Mailing. In goes little Waitman. Goes down. They pile on top of him. And the umpire's going to ball it up round about the centre field area. So it's 104 points. Richmond to Carlton 62. Carlton badly needing a goal as we see Waitman take that knockout from Lee. Runs to half forward. Another hand pass coming over to Roach. And the big fella will go for another hand pass out wide to Welsh. Straightens up and fires. And he's put it through for a goal. It's goal number 1 to Welsh. And the Richmond move on to 15-14. 110 to Carlton 9-8-62. Well, that looks as though that could be the one that's fixed Carlton up good and proper, Peter. We see Roach get a very long hand pass out to Welsh. He had no hesitation in putting that one through very easily.
Just stabbed that through and sneaked it in. Final quarter at VFL Park. Lee back in the ruck for the Tigers. 110-62.
Centre bounce again. Chance for Jones to punch that one away. It's a backhander back there. Well picked up by Landy. The Tigers look as though they're getting their second win back. As we see Dool in front that time. A good safe mark in defence. Of course, the Tigers got off to a great start playing Cloak at full forward. He's kicked 5 goals up to this stage of the match. Out it goes now, and Wayne Harms takes the mark on the centre wing position. They place Roach out at half forward, and these moves have certainly come off. Plus the fact that their little men have been devastated. They put Carlton's small brigade right out of business. We see Landy take a mark at centre half back.
Graham Landy playing on. Roach in front of Dool, who rides him into the ground, and he will look for a 15-metre penalty and in fact get it from the umpire. That will bring him up to the point of the square. Michael Roach, beautiful kick. Cloak and Perovic, Austin and Bartlett. Austin in front. Oh, look how Bartlett did that. That was brilliant. He couldn't quite cap it off though, but stole it from the Carlton man. Malin. Out on the wing position is Sheldon. Hunter again, and that's another mark that would bring his marks into double figures now, Kenny Hunter. Certainly has played a good game for Carlton. Fitzpatrick, the skipper, will play on from right half forward into full forward. Ditchburn and Martello, and touched off the hands, through for one behind. The Blues score moving to 63 points. Richmond 16-14, 63-110. Martello at fullback. Lee and Jones. Jones a little bit late, tried to punch it clear. Out it comes to Glascott, can't keep it in play, and the boundary throw-in will take place about 45 to 50 metres from goal. Well, a big crowd here of in excess of 65,000 will be disappointed by Carlton's display, having beaten Richmond twice during season 1982, and of course they were in devastating form against Hawthorn last week. Glascott will get the free kick for Carlton. He certainly has tried hard and would be amongst Carlton's best 3 in my book. 25 possessions to Glascott, so on those stats he's probably going to be about their best player. That's no mark. A chance for Ditchburn off the ground, and he's put it through. Ditchburn bringing up goal number 3 to the Carlton spearhead, and Carlton score 10-9, 69 points, trailing Richmond 16-14, 110. So what's that, a difference of 41 points? Let's look at that in replay.
There we see Glasgow driving the ball up there towards the full forward position. Williams couldn't quite grab that, knocked on by Hunter. And there we see picking it up nice and easy that time off the ground with a soccer-style kick. Was Ditchburn for goal number 3.
On 7's big lead from VFL Park, 110-69, 11.5 minutes gone in the final term.
And there we see Malin getting the ball back into attack for Carlton. Coming out to meet it now is Kane. Aspen's there with him too. Gets away from him nicely. A hand pass back to Jones, but fumbles. This allows Wilder to pick it up, and Richmond go back into attack now. It's Dool and Roach coming out to meet it. Dool's there first. Spins out of the pack, nearly goes down, but still gets a hand pass out to Klomp at centre half back. And Klomp goes for a long kick up there towards that half-forward line. Coming out to meet it now is Williams. Right on his tail is Hunter. They both go down, but Hunter's first to recover. He's got him by the foot. And he'll get a free kick, Hunter.
That's what you call a professional free kick, isn't it?
Well, I think that was a pretty wise move, because if he hadn't have grabbed him, Hunter would have been away and running. The kick now by Hunter's up there towards the forward pocket position. McClure with a great mark. And he's got a chance to put another goal on the board for Carlton. He's already kicked one. He'd only be about 25 metres out. We watch McClure outmanoeuvre Strawn that time to take a good mark in front. Let's see what he can do with this kick. We're up the just on the 12.5-minute mark, and the Blues not out of it yet as he has a shot at the goal, but he's off target and through for 1 point. Badly needed goal that time, missed by McClure. 16-14, 110 Richmond to Carlton 10-10, 70. So it's a difference of 40 points as Martello kicks it out wide, looking for Wood. Wood in front, too good for Sheldon. 6 marks he's taken for the day. He's already beaten halves. Now they've got Sheldon on him since about halfway through that third quarter. The ball back out there towards the wing position. Rawlings picks it up on the boundary line. Shoots the ball down to the half-forward line, looking there for Welch. It bounces too high. As a matter of fact, it bounces and out of bounds on that centre wing position on the outer side. So we see the score here at the moment, 16-14, 110 Richmond to Carlton 10-10, 70. Ball back into play again. Down to Waitman from Lee. Picked up by Glasgow, ducks his head. He's umpire said dropping the ball. And it's Rawlings to take the free kick out there at half-back. This is his 18th kick for the match. Up she goes towards Cloak and Pervic. Punched away by the duel there. Aspin comes in. Kicks have been scarce for him over to McConville. Finally back it goes there to Jones. The kick is out wide. A chance for Landy to mark. That's a beautiful one-hander by Landy out there on the centre wing position.
And Graham Landing brings it right across towards the member stand flank. He finds Morris Rioli. Short pass by the West Australian to half forward. Picked up by Egan. Cloak. Hot in pursuit. Perovic. For Rains in the pocket, off target, coming back, not enough. Is that through? I think it is. Yes, it is. One behind, says the goal umpire, just taken behind the line by Klomp. 111-70. Short pass, Malin. Rains picks him up pretty smartly, so Phil Malin has to go back and take the kick. Richmond, of course, having 2 injured players on the sidelines, Preston and Malthouse. Neither will take any further part in the match. I dare say with the rest of 2 weeks, if they win today, they should be right for the grand final. For the Tigers' sake, we hope so. Hunter, a wobbly punt to half forward. McClure, that could be a goal if it goes straight. It is, it's through. And Mark McClure makes it goal number 2 for the afternoon. His first came from a free kick. And the scores in the final term, 16-15, 111 points to Carlton, 11-10, 76.
Well, they're not out of it, Peter. They could still easily win it, but they're not playing well enough to win this match.
I don't think so, no. They haven't got enough good players at the moment for mine. That was a good shot by McClure. Kicked it straight. That was the important thing. And importantly for Carlton, that bounced straight and went through for McClure's second goal of the afternoon. Probably about 15 minutes play left. 111-76 on Sevens Big League from VFL Park. That was McClure's second goal. Klomp overruns the ball, but backing up well is Sheldon from the half-back line. In front is Fitzpatrick, can't find a rover. Ashman certainly had an off day. Waitman started off well, but hasn't done too much in the last couple of terms. Welsh, or Woosher, as his fan club sign says. Rawlings, a former Hawthorn teammate, down towards full forward. Cloak is there, strong in front. Down to Rioli, chance for the Tigers. Well caught by Dill. No, shrugs the tackle. Cloak, 15 metres out. Missed it. Out of bounds, is it?
Shocker.
Scraped in from behind, unbelievable. So we check the scores, 112-76.
Well, that was a bad bit of play on the part of Cloak after Rioli doing so well to get the ball. That's a great mark to Ashman over the top of Waitman. Kicks on and drives the ball round towards that wing position. Coming out to meet it is Williams. Shows a ton of dash as he goes around the boundary line. Glasgow cop one that time behind play. Over to Bartlett in plenty of trouble. Got no hope of getting away from Jones. It'll be holding the ball against him. And Bartlett not too happy about the decision. Jones's kick is across to centre field. Fitzpatrick there with Strawn. Gets under the ball. Picked up by Wilder, but the umpire said Strawn pushed him in the back. And it'll be a free kick there to Fitzpatrick short of centre field plus a 15-metre penalty, is it? Yep, a 15-metre penalty brings him right up to the centre of the ground. Chance now to send Carlton deep into attack. They're 34 points behind at the moment. Off the top of the pack, no one taking that mark. Egan goes through, tries to thread his way through the pack. He's grabbed, and the umpire will ball it up. 36 points the difference, I should say.
Do you want an abacus?
I'll need something. But Carlton will still have to get a couple of quick goals. They're going to have any chance at all as Williams tries to get out of the pack, but he's grabbed and the umpire will ball it up once again around about the centre half forward position. We're just over the 17-minute mark, and I'd say there's about 15 minutes to go. Knocked out by the big fella Martello. Back to Hunter. Hurried kick back there towards the full forward zone. Ditchburn trying to get in position. Tapped down to Wayne Harms. He goes down. We see Wood spinning out the pack beautifully. What a game he's played today. A beaut game by the ex-captain of Richmond. Out there towards big Mark Lee. He'll go for the tap on. He's got one that time from Jones. The umpire missed it. Hit him right in the face that time, Jones, as Glasgow picks it up. Goes for a short pass. It's okay over there to Mail, and out there on the edge of the square on the centre wing position. Kick by Marlin as well up there towards the full forward zone. Players set themselves off the top of the pack again. Oh, overrunning the ball was Wiley. Here's a go for Harms. He spins, has a shot at the goal, but he's off balance and through for 1 point. So it's 16-16, 112 Richmond to Carlton. 11 goals, 11-37. Still 35 points the difference. Well, we can't say that Carlton are not trying in this quarter, Peter. They're certainly doing their very best, but the Tigers still too good at the moment.
They are. They've played 4 good quarters of football. That's out of bounds without being touched, and the subsequent free kick will go to Carlton. Will be taken by their most prolific kick getter today in Glasgow. A short pass is to Harms, and Harms this time has a chance to kick a goal that he missed just moments back. He was the player that won the match for them against Hawthorn. Not so with this kick. That probably is out of bounds on the full. It is. And a free kick will be taken down there for the Tigers, either by Martello or Wiley. The latter takes it. Go more towards the post, says umpire Cameron. Wiley complies with the request. On the mark, Ditchburn. Jones and Lee, 1 and 2. 5 is done. Glasgow grabbed high, takes the free kick, but the umpire says play on. He does to McClure, brings it out in front of goal, looking for a mark there. Ashman couldn't take it. Hunter, likewise, in trouble. Landy comes in, almost sat on him. Pretty untidy. Strawn